Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. I am so glad to talk to you a little bit about what we have coming up. My name is Dr. Minnie Gupta, and I'm here with Laura Chaddington, the amazing Laura Chaddington, we were talking, and we both have about 45 years of experience between the two of us to help you with marketing, advertising, and operations. And over all those years that we've been working, we have figured out a framework, a proven framework that can help you to make 6 and 7 figures in one event. So this masterclass is completely free and we want to tell you about it. So if you're a business owner, a small business owner, entrepreneur that's interested to scale and take your business to the next level, we have a framework that can get you there and literally can make that kind of money in one event. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce Laura Chaddington. She's going to tell you a little bit about herself and what the offer is.
Okay.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. Thanks for that introduction. And that makes me feel old that I have that many years of marketing, but it's all good, I think. And really what I do is help business owners go from sort of low ticket to high ticket offers so that they can really serve their clients at a high level and get to those income goals and do it in a way that's authentic and not that kind of sleazy selling kind of stuff. And just to give you a little bit of background, I know we're going to get into the system, just to give you a little bit of background, sort of where I got to and why it was like, ding, light bulb moment. I remember I had a coaching business where I was training corporate professionals to communicate and present. And I had this client, and actually I sort of got to the point where I was actually helping them get promoted. And I was helping them get pay rises, right? So that was the kind of promise of the business. And I had a client who I sold kind of 10 coaching sessions to and trained her in the system that I had to get promoted. And she was earning like, it was like $150,000 at the time, but she was working in the tech industry. And that's a lot to some people, but she was being very much underpaid. And I gave her the system and gave her the strategies and the tools. And she sort of went in and asked for the promotion and the pay rise in her job. And she virtually, in the space of, it was like 2 or 3 months, she actually literally doubled her salary virtually with the package, right? And I remember she like called me up and she was like, hey, Laura, you're not going to believe this. I did exactly what you told me in the system. And I went in and I asked for the pay rise and I got it. And package, shares, stock, pension, all of that stuff. I'm now on nearly 300K.
Wow, that's amazing.
I was like, wow, so the impact on her life financially was like $150,000 a year.
Right.
And the impact on her life over like 20 years, if she didn't get another, promotion, was like $3 million. That was the system I'd given her, sort of enabled her that. And she also personally kind of, she had more belief in herself. She had a better network. She was, getting promoted and interacting with all these higher level professionals. And she really excelled. Once you got that, you're like, boom, and you sort of really excelled in her career.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do you know what I charged her, Minnie?
What?
I had this package. It was like 10 sessions, and I charged her $5,000.
Wow. That was quite a win for her.
That was a win. Like $5,000. And anyone who's watching this who thinks that maybe that didn't quite reflect the outcome that I got her. And it wasn't like, at the time, I wasn't like, I was like pleased for her. But I remember thinking, maybe this system is worth more than the kind of 10 sessions of coaching that I was doing. right?
Well, when you think about it, Laura, I mean, you made her an extra 150,000 a year over 10 years. That's over $1 million. That's a million and a half, right? So I think that, yeah, $5,000 of an investment to get a million and a half would you take that investment? I think so.
I take
So
that. Yeah. I take
so
that times over, right?
yeah. And I think that what you're also talking about is the importance of a framework. I think that when
Mm,
people kind of get ideas, read books, listen to podcasts and things like that, you can put something together. But when you
mm,
have a proven framework that's worked for other people,
mm.
and that if you just implement what you're taught, you can make the
You get
same
the result.
jumps. Exactly. Exactly.
You get, oh, I've got a thumbs up. You get the results. And I realized then that actually if you followed the system, you got a result. And as a entrepreneur, what I wanted to be doing was like it wasn't about charging by the hour. It wasn't about charging about the process, although they had to follow a system, but actually what the clients wanted was that result. And if
Right.
you've got a system that gets them to that result, then that's really where the value is.
Exactly. That's
And
where the magic happens. So
that,
can you tell us a little bit about the system?
yeah, so the system that we sort of developed since then in Offer Accelerator is actually based around 3 steps. Because I've actually, and as we started, we've like got 45 years of marketing, and I think you would agree. We both know that in business, actually, what you need is a simple system that works. And there's all this sort of marketing noise from the marketing bros of the world, where
Right.
they're like, you need this, and you need this, and you need this, and and it's I find it overwhelming, and I've been
Mhm.
in it for years and years and years. So
Mhm.
actually what you need is a simple system to get you the results, right? So the system is step one is developing a high ticket offer and being able to really sort of put that offer together so that clients want it, the market wants it, it's irresistible, it actually converts premium clients with predictability because you know that that's what they're going to invest in, and it means that you can scale that up and leverage your business. And that's like step one of the system is to put that offer together. Uh,
Right.
and we've talked about as well, Minnie, like the sort of process of doing that. There are lots of tools,
Yes.
lots of data and information that you can use
Yes.
on the internet
That's right.
with
Yeah.
AI.
Exactly. Yeah, and so maybe I could just jump in really quick and just mention that, when you're developing your high ticket offer, the first thing is you make sure that it's something that people want, right? So sometimes we get married to an idea that we think is really cool, but that's not really what the market wants. So what Laura will help you with and what I will help you with is developing that offer that people actually want. And a
Mm,
very critical piece of that is figuring out who your ideal client is. And I think some people feel that they know their ideal client pretty well, but they may only know a few things about that person and they think that that's enough. But in order to really hone in on who that person is so that it becomes irresistible for them to purchase from you, you have to know them at a deep level. So we help you with that as well. It's like, how do you
yeah,
find out who your ideal client is so that you can market specifically to that person where they're going to buy your product
yeah.
because they don't have an option. They see it and they're like, wow, she read my mind. I want
And
that.
also looking at what the market is already, what the market is already buying as part of that process. And lots of people
Mhm.
sort of go, oh, I've got, like you say, I've got this offer, it's amazing. And the answer is what's in the market, what's being sold, looking
Right.
at your ideal client and creating that high ticket offer with that information. And basically that information sort of jumps you ahead 1,000 steps and saves you huge amounts of time.
Exactly. And I think one analogy that just came to mind is if you think about a wheel, right? Like a
Mm,
wheel is something that, we know that we can use it. How does it work on our cars, different vehicles? If someone came up with a triangle instead of a
mm,
wheel, do you think that that would sell very well?
yeah,
Probably not. And so that's this whole idea of look what the market is already using and then create something so that you don't have to start at square one again, right? But we have created a framework that you can use for that wheel to make it irresistible. That's what we help you with.
And round and fast.
Right.
Okay,
exactly.
so that's step one. Step two is an authentic, non-salesy pitch. And I think this, once you've got this amazing offer, you've got to go out there and communicate that offer. And I know, I mean, how many of you watching this have sort of, when you've been sold or you've actually tried to sell someone and you get that kind of like, oh, I really hate this, is horrible, and I don't want to do it or buy from it or anything like that. So there is actually another way to sell your offers in a way that is kind of non-sleazy and easy, and people are really compelled to invest in your offer. And it's kind of like inviting your best friend over for, to hang out. Hey, you want to come over and hang out? And it's kind of that feeling. And so you're really, you really want to invite people to invest in your offer rather than this kind of like, oh, I know I've got to get the sale out. I know I've got to ask for the sale. And it's kind of like, it's just not very intuitive, and it makes people feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So it's having that authentic pitch so that it feels good when you invite people to invest into your offer.
Yeah, totally agree with that. And what's the third step?
So third step even is like selling and scaling that offer. So once you've got your offer, you know how to pitch it, you need to go and sell it and scale it. And that's where you come in, Minnie, as well. And having sort of frameworks in place to sell the offer again in a way that suits you. And being able to scale and accelerate it. And I know, Minnie, you're the expert in accelerating offers to get to get people's attention and investment in that. So that's the third step of the system, and maybe you want to go into a bit more detail.
Yeah, I think without, overwhelming anybody, it is not an overwhelming process. Like Laura was saying, this is a framework that we will give you. So you know step by step what you do. And there are multiple ways to handle it. If you want to grow really fast, you may want to go in the ads route. If you want to take it a more organic route, there are multiple ways to bring in your audience. So we will teach you all of that as well in the framework, so that at the end of it, you're going to have an offer. You're going to know who you're selling it to. You're going to know how to pitch it, and then how to fill the room and sell it. So you're going to have the complete package. So we're really excited about this offer. We're excited to bring it to all of you. And so Laura, I will let you talk about what the next step is then.
Okay, well, the next step is to sign up for the masterclass. All you need to do is go to www.offeracceleratorlive.com. And there you can sign up to the masterclass, which is happening not next week, but the week after, and get your place, get your ticket. There is also a VIP option, which I would encourage people to do, because then you actually get an hour in the room with Minnie and myself and my partner, Chrissa. And you can, we have hot seats and extra coaching. And it's a really good way of getting some of your questions answered as well. So go to www.offeracceleratorlive.com and reserve your place now. And we will take you through the system and the process to go from low ticket to high ticket sales, premium clients, and being able to very simply sell and scale your offer for your business. And actually, the great thing about the system as well, we didn't mention before, is that once you get this system, you can use it again and again and again and again. So it really is sort of tools for your business that are life tools that you can use for your first offer, your next offer, and all the offers that you do after that.
Right. You could use it for the same offer multiple times. You might want to do it monthly for the same offer. You might come up with another offer, but you can just plug it into the same framework. So yes, like Laura said, that's amazing. And I would also just recommend again the VIP ticket, because that's going to also give you that access where you can directly ask us questions because we're there in front of you for that extra hour. And that kind of access is something that we want to offer you because we think it's so valuable. You can get your questions answered. And so we would love to see you as part of that as well.
And also in those sessions, which, we've done before, is that kind of, it's almost like mini coaching sessions. And it's a really good way to get sort of our thoughts and views on your offer, your business in that time. So get the ticket. So it's go to www.offeracceleratorlive.com and we'll see you there.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you.